Hello everyone, I just wanted to go over some important information for this week. Um, Today we had our first partner dialogue due, and one thing that I wanted to go over with you all was the expectations for this course in terms of what happens with the partner dialogues. A lot of people emailed me late Friday evening, Saturday, Sunday to ask who their partner was, to say that their partner hadn't gotten into contact with them. And I do appreciate the communication from everyone, and I will be returning everyone's emails. The only issue there is if you're emailing me over the weekend, number one, as it tells us here in student instructor interactions, your instructor is not required to answer emails Saturdays or Sundays. Okay, so typically I stop looking at my email Friday in the evening and I don't resume until Monday. And I don't typically make any exceptions for that, just because it is the weekend time, and that is time that we are not required to respond to emails. Okay, and this is clearly stated in the syllabus. So if you do have questions about any of your assignments, because you know that assignments are due every Sunday, you should be asking me in advance. Okay, waiting until the last minute is going to mean that you're not going to receive a reply from me because I will not be responding until Monday, and by then the assignment is already past due. Okay, also, you should allow up to 24 hours for emails to be answered during the week. I try to answer them as soon as I can, but 24 hours is the minimum. Okay, and as far as late work for the course, it also tells us here, right, that our class schedule is strictly enforced. Due dates can be found in the important due date sections on D2L, so no late assignments are accepted. The only way that we accept them is if there's a clear medical excuse with specific dates. So just kind of want to make sure that those policies are clear. I did go over this already. So you should, and you have this on your syllabus, so you should already have this information. And furthermore, let's go ahead and check out what we have for the oral partner dialogues in our syllabus. The most important thing that I wanted to point out here is that if your partner is not responding to you about when you guys are going to meet, or if you didn't have your partner's information, I had already asked people several times, hey, reach out to me. I will provide you with their email. I'll let you know if they drop the course, whatever it might be. If you do not do that by the Wednesday before a dialogue is due, so dialogues are due every Sunday. If you do not contact me before the Wednesday, by the Wednesday before the dialogue, okay, uh, you will not be able to be reassigned for that week and you'll receive a 0 for the assignment. And this is stated here in our syllabus. We already went over that as well in the beginning of the semester. So please make sure you're looking at that and finding all the information that you need. If you go to our content page and head to Module 1, you'll see here this link for the partner dialogues through VHL and Zoom, and this provides you a lot of the information that you need on how to complete them, how to troubleshoot, the tech support information. I also posted a video specifically about partner dialogues on our homepage. So you have all the information here. Just make sure that you're going through our weekly videos to be able to access it. Okay, perfect. And if you, several people as well reached out to me that they're having issues with the text. If you are having issues with the virtual textbook, please reach out to me as well. I am able to grant a certain amount of access for about a week, I believe, while people are getting the textbook. But by now, pretty much everyone should have already had access to it because we are having assignments due already. Okay, so please keep that in mind. And when we look at our important due dates, let me see what we have coming up for this week. Okay, we're still in Module 1. And basically, we're just going to be completing the VHL activities. You should have that every week. And coming up in about 2 weeks, we are going to be completing the first oral presentation. And this is part of Module 2. So if we go back to our table of contents, you guys will see that I have already posted Module 2 for you. I'm going to be uploading a separate video about Module 2 just so that you can know what to expect as well. And you have your topic and all of the information that you need so far for the presentation. I'll make a separate video as well for the presentation just so you're aware, but this is where you can begin finding it. And if you head all the way down to the bottom of the table of contents to the grading rubric, you'll find here the oral presentation rubric that I will be using to grade. Okay, that kind of goes over what I'm expecting and what I'll be rating you guys. Okay, other than that, we do have our VHL assignments due this coming Saturday as well. And you'll find the assignments here. Our partner dialogue is para empezar, soluciones, as well as estructura 7.1, preguntas. So you can tell by this icon that is the chat. Those are the two assigned, and that will be due by the 10th of February. So make sure you guys are kind of going through these items. If there's any issues or questions that you have, please let me know. Another thing that I wanted to point out from our VHL site is if you go here to content, you have this tab called resources. Actually, I don't know if it looks the same for you all. Vocabulary tools. If you go to the vocabulary tools section, one thing that I often tell students, this might help you to get a little bit of practice and help with your vocab. You can go through and click all the different types of vocab that there are in the lesson. It gives you the English and the Spanish right next to each other. That way you are able to get some practice using those items. There should be some information here for you. I'm not sure if it looks the same as far as the student version, but if you click under content, besides activities, there should be something available that helps you get access. You can also go here to the ebook and download the ebook, and it should open up a separate tab that you can go through and also look at. Maybe it's vText. Let me see. vText. Here we go. Oh, and this provides you with the online textbook. You can go through and open it up to whatever chapter you want to go to. Let's just say we want to go to these pages. And it goes through and you have, oh, here we go. Chapter 6 is what we're on, or what we're finishing up. So you're able to kind of go through and see, oh, I want to check this out a little bit more, or I'm having trouble understanding whatever concept it may be. So if you want to check this out to see if this helps as well, this is a good place to start. If there's any questions that you might have, you can also go here to our table of contents on D2L, there's a tab called Grammar Overviews. I have PowerPoints and videos here about different grammar components for the course. Excuse me. So you can always check these out as well. Send me an email. You may also go to the U of A. Let me check the hours that they are. The think tank, specifically for Spanish. Those are different resources that you can use to get help. We'll see what the hours are for those. The location. I don't want to give any incorrect information. Schedules. So if you go to the think tank on the U of A, it tells us any of the locations. We'll select a subject, specifically Spanish. So from 9 to 1 in the Bear Down Gym, and then from 1 to 4 in the rec center. And that is going to be Monday through Friday. So 9 to 1, Bear Down Gym, 1 to 4 in the rec center. Okay, just to kind of give you some information if you want help with that. Oh, okay, so it looks like sometimes it's 1 to 5, 1 to 3, 4 to 5. So it gives you the different hours that are listed here. Perfect. Okay, and if you guys have any questions, feel free to send me an email. Let me know. I'll be happy to answer them. I hope that you have a great week.